I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't break me.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. 27-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he'll manage to pick up for about 4 at second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Another run here with Benson. Fights loose. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Buccaneers, nothing. Joshua Hardy to kick off. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. the Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucks come up on 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again with Benson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
To the air, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen now looks to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bucks will get ready to go on offense.
27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
180.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Bucks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Bills 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now Allen. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 3rd down, here's Benson. And he is going to have the Bills' first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Bills' first down.
And that'll do it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 65. Still 3 more to play until we crown a champion. 14-7 is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Five wide. All 52. Half 85. What's that?
Allen going to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Trey Benson taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Point it right. Regular. Kings.
To throw, Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans from 13 yards out. And the Bucks are going to take the lead. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Next the score, Buccaneers 21, Bills 14.
The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. Here's Allen. as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A give left side for Benson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Allen off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now Allen again. Looking right sideline, that's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run with Benson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great play there. His second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bucks have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
7 yards. It's second down.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Racing to the end zone. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a lead now up to 14.
Bills 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Allen going to run with it. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks' 15-yard line. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Mecole Hardman with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Bills 28. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Mayfield to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And the Bucks will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Bills 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit.
There he goes, left side. He may go. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Trey Benson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills are back within a score. Now the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Bills 35. Joshua Carty to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bucks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's second and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good. Watch out.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pearson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert 33. Good. 180. Alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Now Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Pearson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
7-yard gain.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 49, Bills 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Here's Allen to throw it. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Allen now looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To the air, Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 52 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
On first down, it's Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it as a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucks are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Martin, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustmts there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Run.
Now 2nd and 3.
Hey, 180! Point it right. What's that?
Throwing, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
What's that?
That is caught. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he's going to step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. The final quarter here on the biggest stage of the biggest game of the year is about to come your way. 3 quarters in the books, and the 4th up next here in Super Bowl 65. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Allen going to throw. Open man here is Benson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Allen to throw once more. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Alert!
Now Allen. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right.
Nicole Hardman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He had a great, strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
180! What's up?
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Buccaneers 63, Bills 42.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st down, Buffalo.
To throw, it's Allen. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Into the hands of Perry, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Alert, 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 alert. Done.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Perry. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw here on first down. Allen going to run with it. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And this is caught by Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. To throw, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Now Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bucks are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. To try here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 70. Bills 42.